I'm going to explain how our bodies burn fuel and how you can maximise it to tone up, lean up, feel fitter and stronger and better. So here is my pie chart. Clearly not very good at drawing circles freehand. Anyway, we have one section that's about 60%, one that's about 25%, one that's about 10%, and the last one is about 5%. These four sections equate to BMR, NEAT, TEF, and EAT. This is where people get really confused and overestimate or underestimate which section applies to what. So when we look at these, EAT, exercise, activity thermogenesis, when we exercise, we often think, well, surely that's got to be 60%. I trained really hard for an hour lifting really heavy weights. Actually, the 60% is BMR, basal metabolic rate. That's how many calories your body burns just to keep you alive. They call it the coma rate sometimes. That's 60% of our calorific expenditure comes from just being alive. And we can maximize that, and I'll tell you how. So then we think, all right, 25%, surely that's exercise then. No, it's not. NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That's any movement that isn't kind of structured exercise. Fidgeting, walking, cleaning, dancing around the kitchen, all that kind of stuff. And we can maximize that. We just have to jiggle around a little bit more. Okay, so 10%, surely that's got to be the exercise. No. TEF, thermic effect of food. Actually eating food burns calories, and we can maximize that too. I'll tell you how. So only 5% comes from exercise. Our body is always trying to find balance, homeostasis. So even if you train really hard, it will just take energy from other areas to counteract that, to keep you buoyant, because otherwise we'd just wilt away. We would be better off maximizing these to burn more calories throughout the day, as that makes up the majority, 95% of our calorie burn. So how do we do that? Thermic effect of food. Eat real food. Food that is difficult to digest. Fiber. Food that is difficult to chew, crunch, eat, swallow. Not just nailing it as a shake, because that's half the job done. And then we absorb it really quickly and it's easy. So maximize that by eating real food and fibrous food. NEAT. We can maximize that, just jiggle around a little bit more. Park further away from the entrance. Take the stairs, not the lift or the escalator. Dance around the kitchen as you're preparing your meal. Just fidget more. Stand up at your desk rather than sit down. Walk around as you're on your phone rather than sitting down. So many ways to do it. And BMR, we can maximize that by increasing muscle mass. The more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns at rest. So when you are exercising, prioritize muscle, weightlifting, keeping that muscle, because as we age, it atrophies, it disappears. Sarcopenia, we lose muscle mass. So we need to weight train to maximize that, to maximize our daily calorie burn. I hope that makes sense. Save this as a little reminder.